Okay, today is December 8th, 2013. Let's take a look at Facebook. Facebook had a heck of a run ever since the this earning gap, and it went all the way up to this level here, which is somewhere around. Let's see what is that high? Is the 54.81, and this right here is 54.82. So essentially, came up to this 54.80 area and pulled back. Right now, it seems to be trying to set it up again. If this is just a pullback, and if we believe that the price here essentially it held the IPO high, which would be somewhere around that 45 level. If we take a look at the weekly and then set up that price level here, this IPO high on here is essentially this 45 area. And let me make sure that we okay. So if we go back and take a look at that daily chart there, you can see this is the IPO high, and it came down and sort of bounced off of it. Came back down and penetrated a little bit, below and then come right back. So right now, essentially, it's bouncing back up, and it's trying to make it back above this, 49 area. And here's what I'm looking at right now. I do not have a position on Facebook. I'm kind of monitoring for a possible swing long, on it. If it could, move about this particular level here, this pivot high here, on an intraday basis. And the reason why I'm looking at this intraday high is because if we look at this particular candle here, this is the inside bar here, right? This is the candle, and we have a little inside bar there. And that inside bar, when it on this day when it gap up on the open, it is not it's unable to hold that gap and then move above it to break that inside bar here. Instead, it came back down and closed inside of this engulfing candle. So right now, for me to get confirmation that this price action is going to break above and start moving back up to possibly to this 54 level, this 55 level, I believe. Right. Let me get that again. So it's up at the 54.82. So that 54.80 level, for it to get back up above that, I need to see it to get above this pivot high. So essentially, giving a little bit a higher high on this pivot. Okay. Then maybe it will come back down and kind of retest this level. So essentially, what I'm looking for is maybe possibly come up, you know, oops, that's too much of a strict line. Come up here and then come back down and possibly do this, right, to get up, and then we want to target this thing here. And if it can't, let's say for example, it won't be able to do that, then it might come down and break this 45 again. Then we might be looking at maybe possibly come back down and test this 42 area because this is, kind of establish some sort of support level there. So that would be one of the support that I'd be watching is at this particular level here, which is the 4250, somewhere around that 4250. Uh, so that's basically what I'm looking at on Facebook. And if we also take a look at the 60-minute here, as you can see that I have, let me take out this line. This is the that particular pivot high that we're looking at 4950. Right, I got a little support here, and essentially this is the engulfing candle. Right, this right here. Okay, if let me get my draw to here. Right, this is the engulfing candle. Right now, we basically want to see it break back above that and then get above this. Then we want to maybe consider entering a swing long and play it back up at this particular price target. Right? Now, if that thing could not get up that level, let's say it come down, then we want to see could it hold this particular support here. If it could hold this support and then come back up and get back above this, then we could consider a possibility of entering a little bit of a swing long, playing it back up here to the possibility of adding, if it could break above that, to be a swing high, I mean a swing long to get back up to this level. So essentially, that's one of the scenario. right, is if it come down, it can come down here. Let's say, for example, let me go do this. If it come back down, let's say the price come down and it found support and it come back up, then once it break this particular level, then we could consider taking a little bit of a swing long maybe, and then when it get up to up to this level here, when it break this particular level, this baseline resistance here, then we could add on to the position and then play it up. So essentially, if it come down like this, take a partial and then add to the into a full position and play it up to this level. And if it just continue to, let's say it come down and it come up here, when it break, then we basically, could consider taking a long position and possibly play it up here, just straight up to, playing it for that swing long. There might be a possibility that it might come and retrace and retest this level before it go. So that's also another possibility where one might be able to add to the position. Okay, so that's Facebook, and the next one, I have not traded Twitter yet, and right now I'm just kind of monitoring it, and maybe it have established enough of a price action that might be interesting to take a look. I know some people might have already traded on this particular break here, possibly maybe down here, this low break point uh, you know. But I have not taken any trade, and I just watching, and it might be a little bit of an interest right now to me that I'm watching this particular price action here. You see this inside ball here. I'm looking for this to break above this. Then I would maybe start thinking about initiating a long position. If it come back down, right, then it would essentially maybe come back and retest these level here. Okay, if it can't hold and break above this engulfing candle, instead it break below this 43 or 42.75, somewhere around there, 42.80, somewhere around there. Okay, then if we take a look at the 60-minute chart here, you can see this is the level essentially. Right, this level here. We want to see can it break above that level there. Okay, right. Or if it's not, then we're essentially looking at somewhere around over here. Okay, so right now we're essentially targeting somewhere around this break here. If we could get a break on this right here, right, then we might be able to see if we could, come back up and play that IPO high up at that 50 level there. And so essentially that's what we are trying to take a look at right now. And again, essentially what I want to see is that it could come up, break, and maybe come back down to test, maybe, then we have an opportunity to add. Or if it come down, if it break cannot hold this level, if it come down and then come back up, then we might be able to take a partial and play back up here and let it break. Then we, again, similar to the same tactic as I just described for Facebook, and then we add to a full position and play it back up to the 50 and then see what it will transpire when it get up to that 50 level. Okay, so essentially that's the play for these two social media type of stock. Right now, it's still kind of being patient, just kind of monitoring it to see what kind of price action these two stock will take, and then go from there. So good luck with.